Good evening, everyone, and welcome to UMA News, Amherst's most trusted news station. My name is Bria.
And I'm Ornela, and we have a very interesting story for you folks this evening that focuses our attention on health in our surrounding neighborhoods. Here's the UMA news reporters with the latest story.
What if I were to tell you that your health is linked to the neighborhood you live in? Would you believe me? I'm here today in Amherst County exploring various cities and towns and their physical and social environment. This particular county is divided up into 5 cities and towns: Northeast, Southwest, Central, Sylvan, and Commonwealth Honors. The UMA news reporters and I went around educating residents on the matter and getting their side to the story. Here's Brooke with the latest updates.
Thank you, Justin. Poor social and economic features of neighborhoods have been linked to mortality, disability, birth outcomes, chronic conditions, health behaviors, and other risk factors for chronic disease, as well as with mental health, injuries, violence, and other important health indicators. Here at UMass Amherst County, we are looking into factors such as housing quality, grocery stores or lack thereof, access to parks and recreation centers, and construction that can all impact health outcomes like mortality, morbidity, life expectancy, and health status. Here's Elizabeth with the latest scoop on what it's like to live in Sylvan, a very well-known underprivileged town. Elizabeth?
Yes, Brooke, underprivileged indeed. Sylvan is the furthest town away from any grocery stores, causing residents to eat processed foods like ramen and Easy Mac from the Worcester convenience store just a few blocks down the road. Proximity to supermarkets, which typically sell fresh produce, has been linked with less obesity, while proximity to small convenience stores, which generally do not sell fresh produce, has been linked with more obesity. Being far from parks and recreation centers is also a disparity many face in this town. People are more likely to be physically active when they live in neighborhoods with better resources for exercise, such as parks and walking or jogging trails, with less litter, vandalism, and graffiti, and with street patterns that present fewer pedestrian obstacles. In addition, housing in this town is outdated. Substandard housing is associated with several adverse health outcomes, including respiratory infections, asthma, lead poisoning, and mental health issues. Exposure to peeling lead paint, pest infestation, structural issues, signs of neglect such as water leaks, and lack of insulation from the elements can be detrimental. I'm here with Mika. Do you feel like you're less likely to go to the gym being so far away?
Yeah, definitely. It's like a 20-minute walk just to get there, so going there and back is like a whole trip on it by itself, especially with my classes. Like, I just don't have the time to even get there, actually work out, and then come all the way back.
And do you feel like your health is affected with having not a lot of access to healthy foods in grocery stores?
Yeah, I think so, especially just being so far away from like all the other dining halls and everything. I just feel like, again, it's a whole process just to go get that healthy food, and when you don't have the time, you just do whatever is easiest.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
Moving on, here is Olivia with news about construction and pollution in the town of Northeast.
Here in Northeast, many shops and buildings around residential family housing have been undergoing construction for the last 3 years. As a result of this, sidewalks are blocked off, forcing residents to take a risk and cross busy streets. Due to their proximity to homes and the materials used, construction sites may generate home pollution, which includes air, water, soil, and/or noise pollution. The pollution can be generated from land clearing, operation of diesel engines, demolition, burning, and working with toxic materials, and has killed 7 million people every year. Individual illness may result and lead to further individual vulnerability, such as asthma attacks, lung cancer, heart attacks, preterm birth, and low birth weight. Here's a Northeast resident speaking on the matter. All right, here I am with Luke. So, Luke, what is it like living near a construction zone?
Well, it's pretty awful, I'd say. I mean, there are, some perks. I will have a nice dining hall in a couple of years, but I won't even be here to enjoy it. So, I really don't like the construction. I've almost, walked through the fences a couple times and hurt myself, so it's pretty bad. Also, the noise keeps me up at night and in the morning, so it's pretty bad.
So do you think living near a construction zone impacts your safety?
Definitely. I mean, I would say the main way it impacts my safety is just by impacting my sleep. Like, when I get up in the morning, I'm just really groggy because I'm woken up a lot earlier than my alarm clock's set to, so I've like fallen a couple times, and it's pretty dangerous. So yeah.
All right, thank you, Luke. Next, we will take a look into one of the most desired towns in UMass Amherst County.
Newly built right next to exercise facilities and near a cafe, the Commonwealth Honors and Southwest are highly desired neighborhoods. People that live near a gym or have access to safe places to walk or run are more likely to stay physically active. Streets with sidewalk lighting are more common in high-income areas than in middle or low-income areas and communities. For instance, improved street lighting has been associated with reduced crime. People in this town are more likely to be outside and partake in outdoor activities due to an increased number of outdoor seatings in green areas. Back to you, Bria and Ornela.
Thank you, UMA News reporters. Great story. Hopefully we can shed some light on these disparities and make a difference.
Indeed, Bria, wonderful coverage. This is UMA News on Channel 5, signing off.